We are going to look at the topic, basic questions. There are 3 questions that every country or economy must seek answers to. These are the 3 basic questions. They are what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. These questions arise because of the economic problem, also known as scarcity. Resources are limited while human wants are unlimited. The first question to be asked is, what to produce? There are many goods and services that an economy can produce, but the amount of resources available will not be enough to produce all of them. There is a limited amount of land, labor, capital, and enterprise. The first thing to be done is to choose the type of goods the economy wants to produce, for example, cocoa or electronics. The next thing that must be done to answer this question is to decide on the quantity of the goods to be produced. For example, a country may want to produce 10 million kilograms of cocoa or 1 million units of electronics. The next question to be answered is, how do we produce the goods we have chosen? It is about how to combine the available resources to achieve the desired output. For example, for a country that has decided to produce 10 million kilograms of cocoa, it will have to determine whether to use more workers and fewer machines because it has a large population and a limited amount of machines. This is called labor-intensive method of production. Or if it is developed and has a lot of technology, it can use more machines and fewer workers. It can decide to automate the process. This is known as capital-intensive method of production. Note that the method chosen is the one that is at the lowest cost for the country. Labor is cheap in some countries, especially developing countries. It is advisable to use labor-intensive method because machines may be costly to import. For a country that has a limited amount of land that can be cultivated for agriculture, like Japan, it will have to use more machines to achieve the desired output. So, cost, level of technological development, type of resources possessed by the economy will determine the method of production to be used. For whom to produce? This is about the distribution of the goods and services produced. The type of goods to be produced and the method of production have been chosen. The next question is, who will enjoy the goods produced? In some countries, your income determines how much of the goods you will have access to. If you're rich, you get more with your purchasing power. If you are poor, you have less of the goods. This happens in a market economy where private ownership of resources is allowed. However, the government may have to intervene to assist the poor. Some countries' economies are dominated by the government. These are known as planned economies. Government owns most of the businesses, and goods are distributed to everyone based on their needs. It is not about your purchasing power here. Therefore, the economic system determines the answer to this question.